Unfortunately, it is not a good morning or a good evening for us. We are back here in the emergency room, and it is for Janice. It is not for myself. Unfortunately, she was not feeling well to the point where I actually had to call an ambulance, and I will get into that in just a minute. Janice was at home, and a few days ago, she was not feeling the best, so she goes, you know what, I'm gonna access my port because, it's there to use it, and start doing fluids. So this is something that she does all the time, and if she doesn't feel the best, we know, hey, these are the same things they would do in the emergency room. We can do it here at home, at the comfort of our home. So that's what she did. And for a couple of days, we were giving her fluids, not around the clock, but at least 2 liters a day, and that definitely helped her a lot. She was feeling extremely nauseous, vomiting excessively, and then also having diarrhea. So we were kind of concerned, like, well, what can this be? And it just progressed to get worse and worse.
It was nighttime now.
And out of nowhere, she did not feel good. She literally looked at me and was like, I do not feel good. So I took her to the bed. She plumped down to the side. I instantly started taking her vitals. Her heart rate was about 40, and her blood pressure was around 70/30, which is extremely low. For those of you who do not know, a normal blood pressure is about 120/80, and a heart rate could be between 60 and 80. Very bad vitals, and she was feeling faint, shaky, dizziness. She said her hearing was going in and out, and she was kind of seeing everything fuzzy. Typically, when we have issues, I'm the one who takes her to the hospital because I'm going to be faster getting to the hospital than the ambulance getting to our house. And I know some people don't agree with that, but if it only takes me 7 minutes to get to the hospital and it takes rescue 10 minutes to get to my house, I'd rather just be in the emergency department instantaneously. I didn't feel comfortable taking her this time. I was like, I need to call rescue for this. So by the time rescue arrives, I have had time to turn on the flashing lights of my car in the driveway so they know this is the house. I open the door, and then I was able to gather a few things. Now, obviously, we are very prepared when it comes down to doctors in these situations. So I have one of Janice's medical lists. This list includes all of her diagnoses, her medications she's currently on, what she's been diagnosed and when, her pharmacy, past surgeries, like a very brief but very complete medical history. And these are things that we give to doctors' offices, or in this case, paramedics. So when the paramedics showed up, they just go, okay, so what's her medical history? I just hand them the list. And the guy just looks at it and he goes, okay, so what else besides this? I was like, that list is updated, everything is on there. And I just did a brief overview, 1, 2, 3, these are the 3 most important things. And this is what she's experiencing, this is what's going on. These paramedics pissed me off from the moment they opened the door. Because I told them, all right, here, come on, let's go. No, hold on. We need to know what is going on. I was like, well, she's upstairs. This, 1, 2, 3, everything. Can we please get her down? Okay, well, can she walk down the stairs? I was like, no. If she could walk, I would take her to the hospital. I have to call rescue because I can't move her. I don't feel comfortable moving her. And they go, well, we don't have anything to bring her down. I was like, are you kidding me? How are you an ambulance? How are you guys an EMT? And they go, well, we have one thing, but yeah, it's just a little difficult. And I was like, bring that one thing then. And this is this weird sack thing that they put her in, and they roll her up like a little burrito and take her down the stairs. They did that, put her on the stretcher, got her into the ambulance. I can't ride in it because of COVID. They don't want that many people in there, and there's 3 EMTs in this ambulance already. They proceed to ask Janice. She is not all there. She is not feeling good. She is feeling like she's gonna fucking die. And they start asking her all these medical questions, waiting. I'm looking at the guys through the windows what is taking so long? They go, oh, we're just getting her settled. And I was like, her port's accessed. You're not gonna start a line. They're not gonna start using the port. I was like, what is there to do? You secure yourself, you secure her, and let's go. And Janice told me later, they started asking her all the same questions they asked me, looking for different answers. And when they didn't get the answers that they wanted to hear, they just played it off as, oh, you probably just have anxiety. You're good. And then they finally then proceeded to drive us to the hospital, drive her. And I'm telling you, please tell me if you are an EMT or you worked in an ambulance, how fast can they drive? Obviously, they're not going to go with lights and sirens, but the speed limit on the road is 55. There's no traffic lights. There's no traffic. They were literally going 30 miles an hour down this road. And I was like, why are you guys going so freaking slow right now. Another big issue was one of the EMTs kept calling Janice sweetie. Now, for some people, they're gonna be like, that doesn't mean anything. They're just trying to be nice and comforting. No. The way how the guy was saying it is very sexualizing, demoralizing, and in a way of kind of trying to show dominance. And it made Janice feel super uncomfortable in an ambulance, them putting stickers all over her, lifting her shirt up, getting these things in, and 3 men calling her sweetie. Like, that doesn't make you feel comfortable in an already extremely stressful situation. So finally we arrive at the hospital. I go in through security, I tell them what's going on. They go, okay, she's gonna be in room this one. I go to the room, I actually make it to the room before her, which is
kind of crazy.
Whatever. By the time they get her in there, they start giving her fluids. The doctor comes in, I start running him through everything, I show him the list, and he goes, okay, first things first, bunch of fluids. We're gonna try to stabilize your blood pressure, that's the first and foremost thing. Now, remember what I told you, her blood pressure was 70/30 with a heart rate of 42. Out of nowhere in the hospital, again, she was pretty much knocked out at this point. It was 160/100, somewhere around that range. And her heart rate, which was the worst part, was like a 148. Her laying flat in the bed. The doctor's just like, what the hell? And the paramedics were like, yeah, in the ambulance it was super low, and then here it is super high. The doctor's like, okay, we gotta figure this out, get this stabilized, because this is not normal, and get this under control. From there, guys, after several hours, they just came and told me, listen, she's gonna have to be admitted because this is not normal, this is something's wrong here. And the doctor's like, I don't feel comfortable with you going. Fast forward a few hours, we are now in our observation room, and this is where Janice is going to be for at least 24 hours, maximum like 30-something hours. And from there, they're going to see if she has to be really admitted into like the main hospital, main rooms, everything, or if she can go home after this 24 hours, because it could just be like a quick fix. But don't ever let them send you home early. If you don't feel good, you need to advocate and say, I cannot go home, because if I do, I'm gonna end up back here very soon. So guys, we are exhausted. I did not sleep at all last night. So for right now, guys, that is gonna be it for this vlog, and another vlog with the next update of how Janice is going will be coming out very soon. Guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. We truly, truly appreciate it. So guys, for now, adieu and good night.